And Thoth said, now we're back to Thoth again. Cease then the voice of the dweller. He said, I'm done talking now. I gave you the knowledge. Now you got to go, you got to get out of here and act on it. And departed I to ponder on time. This guy said, you know what? As smart as I am, what my dad just told me, I need to go sit down and meditate on this. He said, departed I to ponder on time. I got to sit down. I got to digest this. Too many times we get the information, like the information I'm giving to you tonight, information from a workshop, information from an Instagram post or a video short or a reel or a TikTok or whatever. And then we just keep on scrolling. We keep on moving on, right? Oh, we got it. Oh, that was pretty deep. Let me keep on going. Let me just look for the next roll. Let me look for the next reel or TikTok or the next video clip. Always exists. Once I stood in the halls of Amenti and heard the voice of the lords of Amenti, saying in tones that rang through the silence, words of power, mighty and potent, chanted they the song of the cycles, the words that opened the path to the beyond. I saw the great path opened and looked for the instant into the beyond. So the movement of the cycles. Vast was the thought of the source could convey. Knew I even infinity is moving on some unthinkable end. Even infinity is moving according to a specific law. So that the cosmos is order and part of a movement that extends into all space. A party of an order of orders, constantly moving in harmony of space. This is powerful stuff. Even the cosmos obeys these laws. There's an order to everything. Second law of thermodynamics, we know that everything moves through entropy, moves from an ordered state to a disordered state, and then recongeals and comes back to an ordered state again as a different form. Energy can't be destroyed, it can only be transformed. So the wheeling of cycles, like vast circles across the sky. Knew I then that has being is growing, and meet to another being is far off grouping of space and time. Knew I that in the words are power to open the planes that are hidden from man. That even words lie hidden in the key that will open above and below. He's talking about cymatic frequencies that have the capability of transcending dimensions. You can transcend dimensions through cymatic frequencies. You can transcend space and time through frequencies. Everything is all about the frequency of the words. Words, people conceive words as I'm speaking English, or I'm speaking Spanish, or I'm speaking Russian, or whatever it is. No, what you're actually doing is you are emanating a cymatic vibration from your vocal box that rides on atmospheric gases until it reaches somebody's cochlea inside their ear, and then the brain deciphers it and gets the signal as to what it believes you are trying to convey, the message you're trying to convey. That's how it works. But on a universal scale, these cymatic frequencies and vibrations on a subatomic level literally are creating reality as we know it. Hark ye now, man. This word I leave with thee. Use it, and ye shall find power in its sound. Say ye the word, Zin Uru, and power ye shall find. See, when you say this word, Zin Uru, Zin, Z-I-N, Uru, U-R-U, it's a cymatic frequency. It emanates a particular frequency into space-time that has power. Every time you speak, you're casting a spell. Every word, that's why they call it spelling. Every word you say is about casting spells. You're trying to create a reality that's good for you, a reality that you want. You want things to turn out to benefit you in a specific way every time you speak. Saying this word, Zin Uru, has that effect over space-time when you back with conscious thought behind saying this, making the statement. You must understand that man is of light and light is of man. Remember, I told you earlier that scientists discovered that a human being is both a wave of potentials, waves of what? Light, and also solid matter. So we are all light beings, but also our consciousness is also light. Listen, yo, man, and hear a mystery, stranger than all that lies neath the sun. Know ye, yo, man, that all space is filled with worlds within worlds. one within each other, yet separate by law. We're talking about dimensions. Each dimension, we know now that there are 11 dimensions that make up our universe. If there were more than 11 or less than 11, the universe would collapse. It wouldn't become stable. So in order to have this universe with these laws of physics stable, we need 11 dimensions. And what did scientists just discover last year in 2022? That the human brain connects to 11 dimensions. That was done at the Brain Institute. They discovered this. So we are multidimensional beings having a three-dimensional experience, but our connection is multidimensional, and we are connected to these higher dimensions. Once in search for deep buried wisdom, I open the door that bars them from man. Called I from the other planes of being. Other planes, he's talking about other dimensions. One who was furrier than the daughters of men. I called her from out of the spaces. We're talking about dimensions. To shine as a light to the world of men. Use I the drum of the serpent. We're talking about knowledge and wisdom and a vibration. Wore I the robe of the purple and gold. Placed on my head, I, the crown of silver. Around me the circle of cinnabar shone. Raised I my arms and cried the invocation that opens a path to the planes beyond. This man is opening dimensions through cymatics coming out of his own voice. He's not using any type of technology. He's not using a Large Hadron Collider at CERN like in Switzerland. This guy is doing this based on conscious, adept, initiate wisdom and knowledge, utilizing his own vocal box to create cymatic frequencies that hack space-time itself. Cried I to the lords of the signs in their houses, lords of the two horizons, watchers of the treble gates. Stand ye one at the right and one at the left, as the star rises to its throne and rules over his sign. I'm talking about star alignments now, and constellations moving in correlation to the precession of the equinoxes. I, thou prince of Arulu, open the gates of the dim, hidden land, and release whom ye have imprisoned. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, dark lords of shining ones, and by their secret names, names which I know and can pronounce, hear ye and obey my will. Now he's commanding the darkness. Lit I then the flame of my circle and called her in the space planes beyond. Daughter of light, return from Arulu. 7 times and 7 times have I passed through the fire and found I have not eaten, water I have not drunk. I call thee from Arulu, from the realms of Urkeshko. I summon thee, Lady of Night. This is powerful stuff. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine 36,000 years ago, according to mainstream, we were like hunter-gatherers just trying to find scraps on the ground and scavenging to eat and trying to, group hunt mammoths and all this kind of crazy stuff and living out of caves and everything else. And at the same time, that's all civilization where your main goal of the day is to survive and just find some type of food and shelter. Do you have time to write these kind of works of art? Do you have time to understand quantum physics, quantum mechanics, theoretical physics, philosophy, frequencies and vibrations? Do you have time for that? So something ain't adding up. Either some people came here with some real knowledge, or they don't want us to know that these people came here with the real knowledge because they don't teach you this in school. See? I'm telling you, this is powerful stuff, guys and gals.